guys, welcome to the channel. I pray that you're blessed and that everyone around you is blessed as well. I'm Tina from Tina Wonderfully Made. If you are new, hit subscribe so you can join the Wonderfully Made family. We talk faith, family, and books here. If you're returning, welcome back. Let's get to the video. Okay, so this week is a very chill week. I did just wake up not too long ago, so my eyes are still a little puffy and my body is sore. My husband and I decided yesterday, hey, let's go work out. We haven't worked out in a while, so my body's sore today. Anyways, I did do some reading yesterday, and I'm going to talk about what I'm reading because I'm all over the place. I know I have the TBR all set. There are still some books here. My whole book room is just a chaotic mess. I feel today I'm going to put an audiobook on and figure out what I'm doing with this place. I think every time I film a video and upload it, I'm talking about rearranging or cleaning up my book room or something. Like, Tina, get your life together, okay? So I have my coffee, I'm having my breakfast, but I wanted to like hop on and just talk about what I'm reading before I get to all this craziness. My husband just left a little bit ago to run an errand, and then I don't know if we're working out today. I'm gonna give my body a rest. Probably tomorrow we'll go. I don't know, but your girl is sore. So let me take a sip and then we'll get to talking. I think I'm in between. I don't even know how many books. But first, the most important book. My Bible. So I felt drawn to the book of James. If you don't know where James is, it's towards the end of the Bible, and very fitting. So I am going through, I feel like, a transition where, and the Lord has been putting on my heart to guard my heart. It started, I feel like, before I left the job that I was at. I was starting to feel anger, and that's just not me. Like, I don't like to be angry. People have done crazy things to me, have said crazy things to me, and I have gotten into a place where I feel anger, and I just don't like that feeling. Like, I back away. And so anything, with that being said, like, I really, with everything going on in the world and, you know, like family issues and all that stuff, like, the Lord has really said, guard your heart. That's all I have to say. And so I know, and I'll put the scripture somewhere down here so you can read it for yourself, but guard your heart. Like, I know we're living in times where anger is a thing. Like, it is a huge thing right now. I see people just angry, like just very angry. And the Bible says, don't go to sleep angry, because you never know what's going to happen. Like, and it says, you know, we don't know what the future holds. Like, just guard your heart, because anger is a thing. Like, it changes your mindset, and I don't know, it just causes a ripple effect. And that's just not where I want to be personally. And so I'm guarding my heart. Like, with a lot of things going on in my life right now, and a lot of like thinking and renewing and, you know, trying to walk this path of faith, James it's just been hitting. So James 1 is talking about trials and maturity and like how you are supposed to handle situations in your life. so good. And then chapter 2, it's talking about having favoritism, like that's considered a sin. Like, we're not supposed to play favorites. That's what I'm getting. I'm gonna go back and read it, but that's what it's giving. Chapter 3, controlling the tongue. That's all I'm gonna say. And chapter 4 I read this morning is about being proud or humble. Like, are we prideful or are we humble? Very good. Like, it is, just read James. And if you're having a hard time, like, because I know a lot of people, when they think of the Bible, it's just like thous and theys and thee and all those, you know, words and different, you know, things. If you have a hard time reading that and don't understand it, get the She Reads Truth Bible. Like, so easy to read. But if you don't feel right reading a different version, of course, read whatever version of the Bible. Like, but make sure it's speaking truth. Now, that's what I've been reading. I've also been reading or listening to The Lady's Mind. I'm not gonna say right now that it's not my favorite, but I mean, last month I gave Bridge to Haven 5 stars. Like, I've read Redeeming Love. That was a really good book as well, like one of her best. This, I'm not, there's too many characters. There's a lot going on, but I feel like Catherine, I know, I think I talked about it last video, I'm not sure. Like, she goes to this mining town because her uncle had passed. She didn't know him, but he left her an inheritance, and she's going to like see what this town is about, like if she can like set roots there. And everyone's just like, what are you doing here? Like, you're not gonna change things, because she found out that he has a paper mill, I believe, or something, I don't know, and she's trying to figure out why it's closed. I don't know, but we're gonna keep reading. I'm probably like halfway and I'm still kind of confused, so hopefully it gets better. Back to like biblical stuff too. I know these two were not on my TBR, but I just felt that I needed to pick them up. So this one is The 1 Year Daily Acts of Friendship, 365 Days to Finding, Keeping, and Loving Your Friends. This is by, there's like 3 authors, so I'm not even gonna like read all the names, but I got this at the free library. Of course, you probably already knew. And it's giving like a title, there's a Bible verse, it's the date up here, it gives like a little like story or whatever, and then on the bottom it's today's act of friendship. So each day is something you do to rekindle friendship or nurture a friendship. And today I read where is it at? This was Keep Your Circles Open. So joining like the book world, I never felt like I had like a huge group of friends like before all this book stuff. Like, coming into the book world, I've never had like a huge group of friends. I don't know if it's me, like I'm more of an introvert, or I just have never had, like growing up, I did get married at 16, so I grew up fast, had kids, you know, now I have grandkids, like we've moved a lot and stuff like that. So I've never had a chance to cultivate like friendships. I do have my best friend that lives in Texas. I do still somewhat like chit chat here and there, like very few times in between, to friends that I had in school. So I don't know, like, and I feel like reading this book is going to help me with that. And so it's like this one was just talking about, like, you never know. It said the verse of today was Hebrews 13:2. It says, "Don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, for some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it." And so it was talking about this family that's in this small town, but they don't feel like strangers, but they do feel like strangers at the same time, because they, like, that little community knows everyone and they just feel like outsiders. But just keeping your, like, you never know the person next to you, like, if they need a friend. And so that's what it's saying, like, just keep your mind open, keep your friend circles open, because you never know if that person next to you needs a friend at the moment. And then today's act of friendship, it says, look around for people who are new to your company, neighborhood, or church. Don't let the sun set without getting a coffee date with them on your calendar. So I felt like that was just so good, because joining the book community, I've met or talked to, or, you know, messaged here and there, people that I have not met in person. Some I have. And the book world just feels like a big group of friends. And if I didn't have that open mindset to be like, okay, I'm going to upload, I'm going to post, I'm going to film things that I like to do, I would have never met the people that I know. And so I heart you guys. The next book I am reading is The Bait of Satan, Your Response Determines Your Future, by John Bevere, or I don't even know how to say that last name. Fitting. So when I was talking about guarding my heart, like, this book just felt fitting, and it's just talking about how to resist negative reactions with circumstances, you know, like, and just guarding your heart, like, that's just the theme for today. And how fitting with, like, Valentine's coming, like, you want to be happy, you want to feel loved, you want to, you know, show love and stuff like that. So fitting. I'm also reading, hopefully I get to at least 60 to 70%. I want to try today, from My Phony Valentine. This one's cute. So My Merry Mistake, I've talked about it a bunch of times, was Rhea. Rhea was she's the oldest sister. So it's, if you're gonna read the books in order, it's My Merry Mistake, My Phony Valentine, and then My Lucky Charm or Unlucky Charm or something like that, which is the one that I'm gonna read in March. And there are the three sisters, the Heart sisters. So it's Rhea, it's Poppy, and then the younger sister is, oh, what is her name? I forgot. Once I figure it out, I'll let you know. But Rhea, she was the hard worker. She was the one that didn't care about anything but her job. Poppy she's a struggling chef, and she bumps it. So this one is like the fake dating trope. So if you like that, I feel like you would like this. And it's hockey romance, minus the smut. So she runs into this, like, hater that she had in school and at the coffee shop, and the girl's just like, I think her name was Margot. She goes, oh, so I see that you still are, like, single. Like, I'm just abbreviating, I don't know, it's not word for word. So, and Poppy was just like, what are you talking about? I do have a man. She grabs this guy that's next to her. Come to find out, he is a hockey player for one of the famous hockey teams. And Margot's like, girl, no, that's not your man. And she was like, yeah, we're going to, like, this Valentine's little festival thing. And she was just like, well, I believe it when I see it. So now they're having to, like, she's just like, I don't know, like I don't want to give too much. It's really cute. I am really liking it. So yeah, hopefully I can read a little bit more from this. I did take it to the gym with me while I was on the elliptical, and it's so hard to like read when you're like this. So I was just like, let me just turn it off. And then I turned on the audiobook for The Lady's Mind. So the next one, I am also listening to it via audio, but I'm also immersive reading. So I'm reading it, listening to it, annotating, like I'm loving it. And it's The First Ladies. Now this one, like I already have like some tabs. There's just no words. Like I really like this. So it's talking about Mary McLeod Bethune, and her relationship with Eleanor Roosevelt, and just I love the friendship that they have, regardless of what's going on around them, and their communication. I just absolutely adore that. Like they can come to each other, again, not caring what everyone else is thinking. And I love, because it's not dual timeline, it's like they're telling their stories, like Mary and Eleanor. So so Mary is a Black woman, and she is a very well-known Black woman. She has a school. She's created insurance. She, like, for the Black community, she's very well-known in like the political part. Eleanor is, you know, she's a white woman. She's married to a politician, and she's also trying to find who she is, because she's like, do I want to be a part of this world or do I not? Mary ends up convincing her, like, you have a voice to help us. Like, this is what's going on. And I absolutely am loving it. So, yes. Yes. Okay, so now I am just gonna finish up my coffee, finish up my breakfast, and I'm going to update my book journal, because I don't think I added the last, did I? The last book I finished was The Return. I don't think I updated you guys on this. Like, that's all I can say. I thought this was a thriller. This is more like a horror. Like, it was creepy. And I'm over here thinking, okay, these friends are just gonna go out and look for their friend. She was gone for 2 years, and then she ends up coming up by herself. Like, she shows up by herself, and the three friends are like, okay, one of them was like convinced that she wasn't a goner, but the other two were already mourning. They had like a funeral for her. So then when all four of the friends get together, they were like, let's go, you know, have like a meetup at this hotel. And so they stay for the weekend. One of the friends books the rooms. They each have their own room. When they get to the hotel, it's weird. Like, each room is weird. The setup's weird. Like, why would you stay? Why would you stay? Things are happening in the rooms and you still stay? Absolutely not. Check out. Check out. Just go. Why do you stay? And the friend, the one that had disappeared, she's weird. Like, I was getting mad at the fact that they were still like Elise, she's the one that was like convinced that Julie, because Julie was the one that went missing, that she was alive. So she has like a weird relationship with her. Like from the beginning you're like, okay, are you guys lesbians or are you just friends? Like what is happening? Because their relationship was so much different from like May and Molly, which are the other two friends. Like the separation between the four, it was just weird, but they also came together. Do I recommend this book? Yes and no. Like it's in the maybe pile. I think I gave it a 3.5. I just was not expecting it to be like a horror. Like I really was not. I don't even know. I don't know. But I would say read it. Read it. You will be upset. You will be upset. You will want to throat punch everybody. Like, yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna update my book journal with that book because I hadn't put it in yet, and then get some reading done. I'm also gonna try and organize my room. I have all my makeup on the floor over here. You can't see it. Thank the Lord. I gotta put some books away. I have stuff over here. I need to add some books to the shelf I put over there. It's just a little one, so I don't know which books I'm gonna put. And then we'll go from there.
I apologize for not writing before this, and only sending money for the feather fans, which are very popular with my friends. I know how you trust in God to protect and guide you, and I share that faith. I is with me. I feel very pampered. The calls. Please send me an issue.
I love this story. It's just so cute. It's so cute. If you have not read a Courtney Walsh book, they're just cute. Like, they're really cute. Especially this one. I really like this one. It's just like, I don't know. Just a cute little small town fake dating hockey romance. I love this. Okay, so I gotta get back to doing some more cleaning. I know I have to dust my bookshelves because they are dusty. And then see what else I need to do today. You guys, so I did my dusting. I read a little bit. Sorry about the lighting because my back's against the window, so yeah. So I am just going to have a chill day, do a little bit more reading. I want to try and finish up a book or two today because I have way too many going on, and I still haven't started 2 from my February TBR. So it's the Love in Tandem one, and then the Stranger Upstairs, which I'm kind of excited to start. So hopefully I can finish up a book or 2 today. I just need to chill because my body is sore. I did do some like rearranging of my bookshelves. Well, not rearranging, not the bookshelves in general, but the books on my shelf. I made a little bit more room. I have to still do my thriller side because there's just stuff stacked crazy. So that's what I'm going to do next. But I want to end this vlog just thanking you for being here. That's it. With that being said, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Talk to you later. Bye.